this one also. Hey, Bougie. Yeah, you thought that live stream was crazy. Wait till we get into this live stream because we're about to get into it. That live stream was crazy. Hey, Lori, and good evening, everybody. Thank you for joining us. And she could use the excuse. Hey, Snap. Welcome in, Lee. Welcome in. She could use the excuse that I'm only human. What she did was wrong on so many levels. Let's call for what it is. Wrong on so many levels. Let's call for what it is. Yeah, breezing on through. That's where all that money's, in my opinion. Yeah, Pooh Bear, every single level, that's wrong. So, in my opinion, money that she's getting, Deb, we're talking about what happened this morning. I seen that. Morgan, I seen that. Okay, Jen. I just wanted to warn the moderators. And I know quite a bit of the moderators walked away. After everything that was shown, moderators decided, you know what? We don't want nothing to do with that. Yeah, Jen, you walked away. The registered nurse, Killy, walked away. Quite a bit of moderators. Here, let me see. Let me do this because people are asking, who were we talking about this morning? Before we get into this next segment. We're about to get into Ace. We're about to get into who's next. I just wanted to give her a recap on what happened this morning. That's what I wanted to do. So we warn people to warn them. Don't get caught up in this mess. Just don't do it. Hey, Sam, somewhere to be. Don't get caught up in some craziness. It's not worth it. It's a shame. I hope that she gets her moderators left. So I hope she gets the help that she needs. Hey, Dodge the coat hanger. And if you are new here, welcome in. Welcome in. I hope she gets the help that she needs, but ain't no more big talk. The fact of the matter is, she could have been in some serious trouble with everything that was shown. So I'm hoping she gets the help. She's in active addiction, so I don't shame nobody for active addiction or none of that. But what she's doing on TikTok is just off the chain. Jill Ray, Strawberry Shortcake has the video posted on TikTok. A lot of Lori, I believe, posted it. Quite a bit of people posted the videos of what happened this morning. You'll be able to catch it. It was crazy. Yeah, Lori, you did? Okay. KK, I think KK also has the recording on YouTube. Okay, KK, you have it on TikTok and YouTube? Okay. So if you want to catch what happened this morning, oh yeah, Little Man. Little Man also has it. Hey, those videos are all over the place. The Observer, you recorded it too? Okay. So if you missed it, no. So Carol did not message me. But, let me see. I did get an email from Let me grab this email after that live stream. It was crazy. So I got another screenshot after the... So Carol did message, not me. She didn't message me, but she messaged one of the people involved that was behind the scenes of all this. Carol said, and I have the message in front of me, after she was exposed, hey, Lady Day, Carol sent a message and told them, I just want you to know that I don't want you mailing that to me. I would rather stay clean and just do my subs, and cause I'm subscribed it. And so thank you anyway, though, but I appreciate it, but you can keep it. I don't need it. Yeah, I'd just rather not. I don't want you to send me anything. Thank you, though. That was after she was exposed. That was after the live stream. Hey, Daisy. Yeah, hey, listen, Linda. That was after. Nice catching. Yeah, Rammer Jammer. It was already said and done with. It was too late. It did scare her. Carol, you got to be kidding. Let me run this live stream, please. So Carol, here's the thing. No, I didn't send anybody to do anything. I could say that. I didn't send nobody to do anything. So I don't want you to say that I set you up. So all of a sudden you said that I set you up. And then you said, why didn't you pull up something real instead of something fake and set up? So what you're saying is that what we showed is fake? Is that what it is? What I showed was not fake. We came with receipts. You're not taking accountability. No accountability on your side. You say couldn't get me on nothing else. You've never once put one thing on here about me ever. You sent me messages. You sent me messages. Yeah, Nookie. I'm trying to figure it out, Nookie, that everything that was showed was fake. But now you want to set up a fake deal. Really, you're funny. I'm not being funny. I'm really not. Welcome in, Nookie. Why am I being funny? I hope you get the help that you need. But what was shown was all messages. Accountability on what? On a fake setup deal? Why you didn't bring it up?
Bluetooth device is ready to pair. Bluetooth mode. Paired successfully.
Give me 1 second, everybody. So, Carol, you're telling me, let me do this. Let me do this. I'm grabbing something for Carol. All right, Carol, listen in.
Oh, yeah, okay, I'm sorry.
Listen in, Carol.
Weird.
This is a recording
Miss
from this
Carol,
morning.
she said the package with the jacket will...
This is a recording from this morning. For the ones asking. This is a screen recording.
Miss Carol, she said the package with the jacket will be arriving today. Is it coming here? Where's the other package at? Where's the other package, Southern girl? Is it coming here to my address?
Let me do this. That way you don't say it's not you. I don't want you saying it's not you. That is somebody else. There's a video to go with it.
Miss Carol, she said the package with the jacket will be arriving today. Is it coming here? Where's the other package at? Where's the other package, Southern girl? Is it coming here to my address? Oh, okay. Okay. So it's coming here though? Okay, good. So I won't have to go get it nowhere? That's good. Okay.
Nobody set you. I didn't set you up. I didn't set you up, Carol. I didn't know about any of this. I didn't know about any of this till the emails were sent to me. Carol, you need to take a. Let me say this. You said you find somebody that knew I was an addict to offer me something, yes, to set up the deal. Yeah. Don't blame everybody else for what you're doing. Don't blame everybody else for what you have done. You see what I'm saying? The messages don't lie. So at the end of the day, I hope you get the help that you need. Just take accountability. You're upset that you got busted. That's the thing about it. So, bring something real to the table on me. You can't do it. You can't do it. I'll let you say that, Carol. I'll let you say that. You could have said no. You could have just blocked the account. There's a lot of things you could have done. But you wanted it. So I'm bringing something real. You wanted them and you wanted them. So that's that, Carol. I hope you have a good night. I was just doing a recap on what happened this morning. So I played that clip. That was this morning that I just, hold on. To set up deal, that's a setup. That ain't real. Oh, for the love of Jesus. Look, you can run. You can run with whatever you want to tell people. You can sit here and you can tell everybody it's a setup deal. It's a setup deal. I'm going to let you run with whatever. Hold on. Give me a second, Carol. And we'll get into the next part of the live stream. Just give me a second. Let me grab these other messages. Let me show you. You can keep on saying it's a setup, but you need to take accountability. So these are some of the messages. These are some of the messages I showed. You were involved in these messages. You see what I'm saying? You were responding. That's what they told you. You were responding. Here's your response. Look. You want to see your response? There's your response, Carol. That's your response right there. Yes, put some volume in there. That'll calm my nerves down, girl. Thank you, sweetheart. I love you. That's your response to this. But you want to say that you're the victim here. You see what I'm saying? Sorry, I had to block somebody. Sorry, I had to block somebody. That's why the phone is shaking. Hold on. And I'll get through this quick. I'll get through this real quick. Let me grab some more. Because the account that you're using right now, Carol, is the account you were also messaging on, besides your other account. These are more messages as well. You see what I'm saying? That way you don't say that, no. I don't want you saying it wasn't you. Let me show some more. Hold on. I'll get through this real quick. Real quick. Let me ask you, Carol. Your daughter said she would take you in. No, truth about you. I don't have. I didn't grab any more videos. I There's other messages that have been put on TikTok that your daughter was saying that she would take you in. Is the reason you don't want to go live what you're doing at the motel? I said. All right, let me do this. Messages. Denise, I don't even know what your situation is there, to be honest with you. All right. They said, did you get the money you needed for your room? Let me know if you need more of the, and I can send maybe 10 a week if you want. Because I know how back pain is and it sucks. There's your response. Thank you. I appreciate it. No, I didn't get the money for my room. I'm trying to come up with it right now. So nobody, like I said, I didn't send nobody to set you up. Just take some accountability.
The point is, she was fucking comfortable, which means she's done it before. Plain and simple.
So we're going to move on.
She was comfortable talking about it. She's done it before.
Yeah. That's a very valid point. Miss Homie makes a very valid point. You were so comfortable in doing this on social media. Oh, look, you got so comfortable, and this is your last message, your last comment that I'm pinning. You got so comfortable that we don't know how many other times you've done this. If you got that comfortable doing this on social media, how many other times have you done this? We don't know how many other times you've done this. And if you want to say I hired somebody, nice try. You've done this before. Carol, look. Wait. Here, I'm going to do this. We got rid of Carol. I blocked her. I blocked Carol. I had enough of her. She's not going to take accountability for what she's done. She says that I'm hiring people and I set her up. I had no knowledge of anything happening until I got the emails. I'm going to call it for what it is. All right, we're going to move on. We're going to move on from this because she said bring a real deal to the table. Let me grab my other receipts that I need for this next phase. Let me grab my receipts for this next phase of the live stream. So, let me say this, because I'm about to get into phase number 2 of all this. If somebody would have brought a real deal to the table, she wouldn't be on TikTok right now. She'd be talking to the feds. I'm going to be over here. I'm going to call for what it is. Now that's what you call truth and facts. I am glad that you came over here. We're about to we have a lot. Let me see. How many people do you have? Oh, you only have 7 followers? Let me say this. He claimed to be an amputee. You could ask anybody You could ask anybody that's on this live stream. And he grew his leg back. He grew his leg back magically, right? So magically he grew his leg back. Because yesterday he tried to say he never claimed he was an amputee. So if it's on, yeah, he claimed that he had heart surgery, but he doesn't want to show nobody the scar. So on his GoFundMe, he claims to be an amputee. On his GoFundMe, he claimed to be an amputee. But because he got busted, he got caught. When people get caught, to go. Let me grab his GoFundMe. I got one of his GoFundMes in front of me. Right here. Right here. That's his GoFundMe. Let me read it to you. Hi, my name is Timothy Nash. I'm 39 years old, diagnosed with leiomyosarcoma, and I'm currently trying to raise funds to get a place to stay, food which is urgent, and medication that I currently need immediately because I'm battling a major infection that could cost me my other leg. That could cost him his other leg. He has not lost a leg. He's not an amputee. He is not an amputee. So for him, I seen that lady today, I did. For him to say, that could cost me my other leg. He had two legs today when I was watching him. He had two legs when I was watching him today. He was leaning on them. I seen both of his legs. Yesterday he claimed that, he said, I never said I was not an amputee. We're talking about true knowledge. Look how much he raised. Yeah, Rammer Jammer seen it too. Everybody's seen it. Look how much money he raised. 21,486 out of a $45,000 goal. That's how much he raised. And here he is on TikTok, scamming people out of money. Over $21,000 raised on his GoFundMe. And here he is scamming people out of money.
Perfectly weird has on her TikTok a picture of both his feet.
You can't make this up. He put an update on it. He updated that GoFundMe June 26th of 2024. He updated that. He updated the GoFundMe June 26th of 2024. He put an update on it. Surgery has been rescheduled for next Tuesday. I'm struggling to find help getting my medication. I have nowhere to go, no help with food. I don't know what to do. I heard him earlier. He said he does not have access to it anymore. How does he all of a sudden not have access to this GoFundMe anymore? Hold on. Let me do this. It's just a bunch of nonsense. It really is. Is this his other GoFundMe? Hold on. Right? He has this one. $10,000 goal. $10,000 goal. Hi, my name is Timothy. The one that organizes, Timothy Nash. Hi, my name is Timothy. I lost my loving wife last night suddenly. I don't have the means to bury her. Anything is appreciated. The picture that you see is of a lady. And you really can't see the person next to the lady. So maybe Ryan Ray could correct me. Hold on. I want to make sure, because I know he has several. I know he does have several. Let me do this. That one's under Timothy Nash as well. Hold on. Hey, Ryan.
That's okay. Let me mute real quick.
Okay. Let me see.
Am I okay now?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. Good evening, Mr. Homie and Mrs. Homie.
Good evening.
Thank you for letting me up. Probably knows the stuff I'm going to say, so I don't want to, beat a dead horse.
And this is what's making a lot of people mad, is the fact that he's lying about a lot of things.
Absolutely. That GoFundMe just right there. That man told a whole story about how his wife left him and took his kids, and he hasn't seen his children in 6 months. That his daughter's birthday is coming up. He says that his wife won't let him see the children because she doesn't want them to see him passing, being unalived.
Yeah, he
But
said,
he has a GoFundMe saying she passed away.
and then he said that he hasn't been able to see his little ones in 6 months. I heard that part.
Yeah. Literally just yesterday said how they were split, and now he has Mr. Homie just pulled up that second GoFundMe saying that she passed. I don't think Cassandra's still here. I don't know why someone wouldn't want to be educated about the scam that this man is running. It is so horrible to lie about having this disease. I know everyone here has probably been affected by someone who has it or had it.
You know, the amount of lies that he puts out there, and the reason I'm bringing this up, we were going to talk about this here shortly, um, is because the simple fact is that the amount of lies, you know, the amputee, the claiming to be an amputee, then all of a sudden yesterday he wasn't an amputee. That he said, I never said I was an amputee.
It's right there in black and white.
It is.
He has said that he was diagnosed originally in 2018. He said 2019 he went into remission and then it came back. So for 6 years, this man has had this debilitating form of cancer. And if anyone knows about it, this man would not still be here. He's saying he doesn't have insurance. But today, literally a little while ago, someone called him out because if you look at the back of his hands, you know, if you know, you know. He said he went to get blood work taken. How? With no insurance. How is he consistently making trips to the hospital without having insurance? Yes, I know they have to treat everyone, but he's saying he's getting surgeries. He's not saying he just went in because, you know, he didn't feel good. He's going in for surgery, saying that they're funded by grants. We all know that's a whole load of shit.
Yeah, and no, you're okay. It's just Suba. It's just Suba said that the GoFundMe originally was created in 2021. $21,000 is $21,000. He did update it June of this year. What he's trying to do when it comes to doing those updates on that GoFundMe, he's trying to find new victims that will fall for his story, so he could get the rest of what he was trying to collect on the GoFundMe. We're talking about true
100%.
knowledge. Sorry about that.
No, I'm sorry for cutting you off.
No, you're okay. You're okay.
He will not show a piece of paper, which you could easily black out information on. And we all know it's a real first and last name. He will not show a hospital bracelet. He will not show a bag from the pharmacy. Not an old prescription bottle. I mean, not for nothing, but he says that he one of his prescriptions is the pain patches. I made sure to check with someone who 100% knows what they look like before stating this. It's literally like a 2x2, or depending on the dosage, 3x3 size, like Band-Aid. There's no reason why he wouldn't be able to lift up a shirt real quick and show that. His eyes, his face, the marks on his arms and hands, that's not from pain patches. He could barely talk. He can't keep his eyes open. The house that he's staying in, that he says he pays $95 a week to rent, that's his fiance's house. They've been engaged since 2014, if I'm not mistaken. It's on her Facebook. Her Cash App is the same as his, except it's Mrs.
You know,
This whole spectacle. You go ahead, Mr. Homie. I apologize.
no, you're okay, Ryan Ray. What he is doing is wrong on so many levels. You know, he's not willing to show anything of anything. Here, I think Miss Cassie requested a box. Let's see what's going on. Hello.
Hi, how are
Hi, Miss
you?
Cassie.
Hi, yeah, well, yeah, I don't want to interrupt. I'm just here to listen. I was tagged because I got in touch with, well, let me just start off. Hello, everyone. God bless. A friend of mine got in touch with me and told me about Timothy and suggested that I help, knowing that my husband and I works at the hospital in Pittsburgh, and that we can offer, help to him, not knowing the history or anything, just going off of what we're seeing. So I did not know about GoFund. I knew nothing about him. I just felt really, really bad for him. And he's crying and he looks very, very sickly. We see it all the time. And I reached out while he was on live. This was within maybe 30 minutes. This was yesterday. And long story short, we DM'd, we exchanged numbers, and we have been speaking ever since. And yeah, I'm trying to understand what is going on, like truly and really, because I'm here to help him. I'm new to TikTok. I'm just a mom and, a wife and, taking care of my businesses and my home and getting prepared for the holidays and whatnot. And I'm a God-fearing woman who comes from a God-fearing family. We believe in giving back and in helping, but we do not help in a way that most people may think by giving money and this, that, and the third. No, we provide resources and true help, and then the money comes. But health and whatnot is first, and getting down to the facts is first, So anyway, I'm just trying to get a clear understanding of what I'm getting myself into and what is going on with this young man. Can you guys hear me?
Yes, we can hear you. I greatly appreciate you coming up and staying. Being new to TikTok, I think it's amazing that you wanted to check into this before jumping in. But there's so much proof out there. He continues to say that he's been in foster care. He has a real father who has also spoken out about his addiction.
Okay.
Yeah, he doesn't look like that because he has cancer. It's because he's 100% in full blown addiction. My guess would be H or F or that horrible horse tranquilizer that's going around down there. But I don't have 100% proof, so I'm not going to say exactly what it is. Daily, you yourself will hear the up with everything. He also states that he had 2 children who passed. That's also untrue.
Okay, so that's completely untrue.
Yes.
Are we
Also,
able
one
to,
I'm sure has.
did we confirm this? Because this is what he spoke to me about today.
I can fill in some gaps. So he's been with the woman since 2014, stated that he was diagnosed with cancer 2018. You are absolutely correct, Ryan. And by the way, hi, how are you, dear?
Thank
Also,
you.
2019, when he started manipulating and coming out with the full-blown cancer. He has a daughter, he has a son. They do not live with him. They did have him, but when he was living with them, he attempted to, how can I say it without act? He set fire. to their place of domicile. They requested that he get put into foster care. That's where he went from foster care on. I've been following Timothy for a while. I offered resources to him. He doesn't want them. He only wants other people's finances and their money to help finance his rent and his rug use. He has stated that he had open heart surgery. That was found to be a lie. He stated that he had a total leg amputation. That also was found to be a lie. I have a screenshot, but I don't want to put it up for the fear of how bad it is of his legs. Yeah, and she is on him all the time to get financial assistance. He is in Section 8 housing. She pushes for him to help finance the Section 8 housing. However, he is actually not supposed to be there either. There's a lot of paraphernalia laying around in this apartment complex. So I just wanted to fill some gaps. Look, I want the best for him. I want him to get healthy. But here's the catch. His type of vascular leiomyosarcoma at his stage 4 is terminal.
Yes, correct.
So unfortunately, him continuing doing what he's doing is only making it worse. He's using it as a cushion and the reason for his financing of his rug use.
Right. So he actually does have the cancer.
No,
No,
I
he
do
does
not
not.
believe that he has it.
No,
What I
he
think he
doesn't.
does have, yeah, he doesn't. And what it is the effects of what he's using those rugs for. The type of anti-seizure medicine that he stated that he takes. I talked to a pharmacist, and they have not heard of that type for a long time. So he's got to be getting that somehow, some way on the streets.
Okay. All right. Well, our conversation yesterday, me and him spoke on the phone. I have his number, he has mine. Oh gosh. I invited he told me that he would feel more comfortable if we were to meet. His husband will be there. I have no problem with that. I made reservations. I said, what time would you like for us to meet? We'll meet somewhere close to downtown, really nice spot. He said anywhere between 6 and 7. So it's about 5:30 or so. I'm like, hey, everything is set. Of course, the reservations are set. Do you need an Uber? He texts me and he proceeds to let me know that he is feeling very sick. Very, very, very sick. All of a sudden, which was very concerning for me. So I let him know, listen, we can get you emergency help, emergency medication. I just need your permission to do so. I didn't hear from him for maybe 30, 45 minutes. I sent him another text that said, listen, your health is number one. So let me make sure that you get your medication. Everything is free. We can get that at the pharmacy at the hospital, literally. You don't have to go to shop a medicine. That is where he told me he gets his prescriptions from. I went ahead, though, and I called the pharmacy that he told me that he goes to here in Pittsburgh, and they told me that they do not have a record of a Timothy Nash. That was a little concerning as well, but things happen. I gave a birthday. Now, I do not know if I have the correct birthday, but what I do have is January 3rd, 1985. Do any of you guys know of this information or his birthday or anything of that nature?
I think that would be a correct date of birth.
Okay.
I'd have to go back and check in my. I have receipts. I mean, I got tons of receipts, but I would have to go back and check
Okay.
just to be sure.
So they were not able to find him. And I said, well, what about if we just use the name, please? And she said, sure, very nice young lady. And she put in the name, and she says, there's no record. There's no medications for this individual here or in any of our systems. So then I started thinking, and I started speaking to, he says, you're getting involved in too much. You're always trying to help someone. You're always, trying, we have so much, to do, but if he's serious, bring him to the hospital. We can meet him. We can take care of him. We can make sure that he gets everything that he needs for free. And that's that. I offered him our guest home. And I showed him pictures, and I offered to FaceTime him the place. He says he has an Android, or that his landlord has an Android, and that he is borrowing her phone. And I said, okay, no problem. I'll just show you pictures, And it's very nice, 2 bedrooms. We have a nice, fairly sized tub, and then a regular shower. King size bed, queen size bed, all these great things. I have my son's clothes that I believe would fit him. Showed him pictures of that. And myself. And I just felt like, okay, here, well, great. And this is before the dinner situation, before I set the reservations. We were speaking all day yesterday. Me later, so it's 3 hours later. And he said, thank you so much for everything. I'm so excited, but I'm very nervous. And I said, don't be nervous. I can meet you. We can help and do this, that, and the third. He says, well, this is the thing. The person that I live with, even though she was trying to kick me out and I owe her rent by the end of this week, I signed something with her that I would be here until November, the end of November. And I said, well, that's just a week to week. I've done real estate for very, very long. That's not binding in any way. And he says, well, no, the gas is about to get cut off. And I was responsible to help her with the gas. And I told him, well, if you sign something, a lease or anything of that nature, and you're not you're renting a room, you're not responsible for that. So you're just fine. He says, oh, I just feel so bad for her. She has disability and all of these all of these things. It was mind-blowing. And it was almost like he didn't want to have his own space and his own place. And that he was refusing to help, and that really hurt. And it kind of feels stupid.
Yeah, ma'am. I would highly suggest he's running a whole scam on you. I would highly suggest, this is a scary, scary app, and this is a scary, scary world. I would never open up my home. You're literally going to wake up to nothing. I'm not saying he's going to have access to anything. I know you said guest house, but that's I'm not telling you what to do at all. But I would highly suggest not to do that for anyone. And honestly, I feel like you're going to be almost targeted now because other people have heard you say this. So I be very wary of your inbox and what you start getting messages about and stuff. I don't know if anyone else wants to chime in about that.
Yeah, my thoughts on it: turn and run. Do not get involved with him. no matter how much he turns around and plays and pulls your heartstrings, my suggestion is just run. Do not have anything to do with him. He is going to plague you like the harp from you know what.
You obviously have a huge heart, and I think
Yeah.
that is amazing. But on this app, it's just an open invitation for danger.
And the other thing to add to it is he not only came to you once, he'll continue to keep coming to you constantly. And everybody, I'm reading the chat. I would block his number for your safety and security for your family.
Let me say this, or let me ask, where's the gentleman, in case you didn't, where is the gentleman that True Knowledge was going to send him sub patches at? This gentleman sub patches through the mail. And because the one behind the majority moderator, and let me show you this. Oh, Green Eye Girl, you have receipts too, but look. Give me 1 second. Let me take this down.
Yeah, he actually lives with his fiance. The woman he lives with, they've been engaged since 2014.
Okay, there is True Knowledge. There is a moderator that's involved, and all in mailing of sub patches, and everybody knows what I'm talking about. It's a big thing that's going on. We've talked about this previously. So he's involved in trying to mail out sub patches as well.
Is that the one that you brought awareness about before?
I did it one day.
Yes, I remember that live. Okay. Good.
Dropped. Everybody, a lot of people know about this situation, and that is who's involved. And let me do this. Go ahead, Ryan Ray, or All for One. But I wanted to throw that out there because there's a lot more going on with True Knowledge that people are not aware of.
Right.
I do want to point out something that I saw in the chat. Rammer Jammer stated, anything that's sent through the mail of that nature is actually a federal offense. They will turn around and the U.S. Post Office doesn't mess with that. They will investigate. They will find where it came from, who it came from, and then they'll go after them. They'll go after anybody that's associated with it and has knowledge of it.
Right.
So put that out there.
Yeah, be very careful with that. If it's for on my side, it was literally coming from the hospital, and if he has like he explained to me, he has history of his prescriptions, and if it's an emergency, if they're able to, my family, my husband, they all work in the medical field. If they're able to just look at him and do a quick evaluation of him, they can make sure that he is fine and that he gets the medication that he needs, especially if he has a 30-day history of the prescriptions of his from his doctor. He stated that his social worker and his caseworker, that they're bullcrap and that they're messing him around. I try to take that for the benefit of doubt, maybe, whatever. Let's try to just get him in and help him and whatnot. But everyone is telling me on my side. Something is very fishy, and here you go again, just helping, and you have to be really careful with that. So listen, guys. He texted me a list of the prescriptions that he needs filled.
Yes, and I would think that the pharmacy, he talks about it all the time, how he has thousands and thousands of dollars in prescriptions that he can't get filled. He has to get partials here and there and this and that. They would have some sort of record. He would have a bag from the pharmacy. He would have a label off the prescription bag. He would have a hospital bracelet. He would have empty bottles. He would have a piece of paper that he could simply show and black out an address and just leave his name and what his diagnosis is. I mean, he has shown absolutely nothing. The man attached a maxi pad that he had surgery in that area, and that
conversation that we had today. So he was supposed to I said, hey, get some rest. We'll try to figure something out. If not, I'll bring you some food. My husband will not allow me to give money unless to charity or we know for sure what is going on, but I can bring you food. So just let me know. He never texted me back, and this was at 9:00 last night. And this morning at 9:30 a.m., he texted me and he said that, I'm so sorry. I was in the hospital last night. Mind you, I'm working today. Well, earlier today I'm at work. So I didn't really get to get into anything. So I texted him and I said, well, I'm so sorry that happened. Do you want to get together to get you some food? And I'm at Whole Foods. I can grab you some stuff. And there's a lot of healthy options to Whole Foods here. So he texts me back, and this was a little bit alarming to me. I'm going to read it. He said, yes, anything could do, like block cheese, Ritz crackers, maybe, like pepper jack, maybe some sugar and tea bags so I can have hot tea, chocolate milk, burger meat, simple stuff that is easy to make, maybe. He said maybe some Sprite, orange soda, and ginger ale to help with my stomach. Now, my husband, I'm very knowledgeable first and foremost, for myself. All types of different cancers. And when you have this disease, especially this specific disease, 5%, it's very rare. And you are not able, especially at the stage that he stated that he's at, you're not able to eat that type of stuff. And if you're trying to get better, you wouldn't want to eat those type of meals, and I know this for a fact at this stage, so that was alarming to me. So then I let him know. I said, well, I'm leaving Whole Foods, because he texted me an hour later. So I said, I'm leaving Whole Foods now. You texted me now. I told him I was going to a different grocery store. And I said, I can also grab your meds for you. And then he texted me, and then he goes in to say, my pharmacy closes at around 5:30 or whatnot. And I said, no problem, no worries. I can pick it up at the hospital pharmacy at Hillman. I said, Timothy Nash is the name of the medicine that's prescribed to you. And then he proceeds to let me know that he was very uncomfortable. And I'm going to be honest, I don't feel comfortable having people pick up a medication and all this stuff, and blah, blah, blah. And I also told him that I suggest that he have, chicken soup or soup, asparagus, broccoli, and all of that. And he said, I don't eat that.
Miss Cassie, you tried. You tried
Yeah.
Green Eye Girl before. I just want to let you know we cannot show those images. You know what images I'm talking about? About those sub whatever. We'll lose the live stream, so we can't show those images. Just to let you know ahead of time. But you wanted to get up here regarding True Knowledge as well.
I did. I wanted to speak on the medications. So I'm an oncology RN, and I was telling him several times that I could help him get his meds for free. I do work with low income cancer patients to get their meds for free directly from the manufacturer. I can tell you one of the meds he claims he's on is steroids, which is a common drug that is prescribed for cancer patients. You become very, very moon faced. Your face becomes very round. His face is very gaunt. So I know he's not taking that medication. Even at the very least, it's a very, very cheap medication to buy. So I was telling him that I could help him get his meds for free, and he kept ignoring me. And then people in the chat started telling him to pay attention. And then he said, I'll friend you and send me a message. So I sent him a message explaining I could get the meds for free. And he liked the message, but he never responded. And then I sent him another message. And I said, would you like my help? I could really help you. I knew he was bullshitting the whole time, so I wasn't expecting him to take the help, but he blocked me. He blocked me for telling him I could get his meds for free. And yeah, prednisone is very cheap, but he's definitely not taking it. He also claims to have seizures. He definitely does not have seizures. I've seen his seizures in his live. They're fake. I deal with a lot of seizure patients. So yeah, it's frustrating. I will not rest until this man is in jail. And that type of cancer is very aggressive. And it's about an 18-month to 2-year survival rate on chemotherapy.
Thank you, Green Eye Girl, for getting in the box and kind of explaining that for everybody.
Yeah, I really just wanted to speak on the medications. He's not taking those meds. And Cassie, that's why he's not letting you pick them up. He's not on them.
All right.
Thank you, Green Eye Girl.
Thank you.
You're welcome. A lot of signs are there, everybody. So, Miss Casey, you try to do a great thing, but I think some of the best advice that has been given to you by Ryan Ray, All for One, and a lot of people, the one and onlys here, Auburn, that's the OG of OGs, bringing awareness. I highly respect Auburn. Please take the advice and make a wild getaway. Block him. Stay away from him. I know you say you're trying to help him, but at the end of the day, please don't have no communication with him. It's just Suba's here. It's just Suba also says run. Please stay away, and please do not meet with anybody off of TikTok because
No, of course not. And the thing is, I'm very well in this city. I'm very protected, so I don't really too much. I take great precaution, but I'm very well protected, and that's why. And his story grabbed my heart. So it really did, and until I started to see the holes in them. Because meeting someone for dinner in a public setting with my husband, with my sister-in-law, who her husband is a judge. I mean, it's no big deal. And that was going to be setting the stage. Whether, hey, do we give him a place to stay? Do we get him a hotel? You know, what if this is all true? How can we help? You know, but and it's really because of his doing, things have taken a huge turn. You know, and I believe I seen someone say that I don't even understand this stuff, but they said I'm stupid, or they said I'm a liar. I'm a liar. I mean, I have our phone call that we had today because my antennas went up and everyone's telling me, my family, he's trying something funny. We don't know, but sounds really bad. I recorded the conversation, parts of the conversation today.
Yeah, but
Okay.
here's the thing, Casey, Miss Casey. You, there's people out there. It doesn't matter who you're with. It doesn't matter if you're with your husband. It doesn't matter if you're with another gentleman. It doesn't matter who you're with. Some people will go to extreme lengths to get what they want and what they need, and you potentially put people's lives at risk, including yours, because some people will do some crazy things, and you just don't. Nobody knows what he's capable of doing. So,
Right.
at the end of the day, it doesn't matter who you're with. Um, People do wild things, and people get unalived just to get what they want. So, please walk away from him. Obviously, he's not trying to help himself and better himself. So just walk away from the situation, and don't put your life on the line. Don't put your husband's life on the line or anybody else's life on the line. You don't know.
Especially when they're down and out as bad as he is. And you're not stupid at all. That was whoever said that. Don't do that. She wanted to hear what we had to say. And a lot of people don't do that. Obviously you see his mod Nikki consistently posting his Cash App begging people to help him. He's taking advantage of people who have big hearts that really believe, because it's there he okay, someone who really had this disease could look like he looks, but also that's not the case with him. But I could see where she could see that was a possibility.
Yeah.
It's not okay to be rude to people who come in here and say that that they're just trying to help. Guys, please don't do that.
Thank you, Ryan. Miss, and I hope you were able to gain some knowledge of what.
Yes, I really I gained a lot of knowledge. I really want to look into his criminal history and get a clear understanding of what has truly gone on, because the history says a lot about where someone is today, obviously. Whenever you guys get back on here, please let me know, because I would love to play the phone call, at least a 50-second part of the conversation, because it has me extremely puzzled, what I recorded. And I would like to get you guys' take on that as well.
Yeah, and here's Miss Casey. To be honest with you, I would just walk away from this situation. I wouldn't even be concerned about. Let me say this: if I was you, I wouldn't be concerned about his criminal history, his background. At this point, I think enough people have shed enough, quite a bit of knowledge. Just please walk away from this, because don't get swayed by looking into past backgrounds or whatever is in the past. Please don't get swayed into that, as far as, because you might get back into a sympathetic mode, and then just please walk away from this if you can.
Okay.
I agree. Your best bet is to honestly, wipe your hands and just steer clear. Um, Also for other people that may start DMing you and stuff. Forget it ever happened. He's literally, he just wants cash.
Yeah.
Thank you, Miss Casey. You have a blessed evening. You have a big heart, but please just walk away from the situation.
Okay.
Yes, and stay safe.
Thank you guys so
Protect
much.
what's yours.
Go
Yes. Yes. Absolutely.
You have a blessed evening,
Absolutely.
Hey,
Miss Casey.
Thank
homie,
you.
I do have a picture, and I'm going to ask your extreme permission if I could post it of True Knowledge uh, legs and feet.
Yeah,
Okay.
because
I'm only asking permission out of respect for you and your platform, sir.
when he was on his GoFundMe and everything, obviously it said it was going to cost him his other leg.
Right.
And
Well,
it was very
there's a
obvious.
problem with that.
Okay, let me
And
put
I
you on.
have a blown up screenshot too.
Yeah, wonderfully weird on YouTube. Wonderfully weird.
I'm sorry, this is a trigger warning, but I do want to make note and point out his toenails are black.
And you know, after he kept getting called out continuously, over and over and over about him not being an amputee. Yesterday is when he's all like, "I never claimed I was an amputee." He claimed that for a long time. He really
Yeah.
did.
Yeah. Well, an open shot showing no zipper, no nothing of any sorts of any surgery that was conducted on his chest.
You have that?
Yes, I do have a picture of that. Hey, I'm going to drop down. As always, thank you very much, Tommy. Everybody do your research. Ryan Ray, it was a pleasure.
Thank you. Have a good
Thank you,
night.
Uncle One.
You too.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I'm gonna jump down too. So this is so wild, and he targets women like her.
It is Ryan Ray, and if you don't have these type of discussions, then this is he's going to continue doing it. So I think it was very important to touch bases on this. Like I said, he's involved in. So it's Jeff Gainey, Dirty Laundry. It's also True Knowledge, and there's a few others that are involved in this whole sub mailing of subs out. Because I got tracking, I got a tracking number to one of the
Mm.
packages that was sent when those subs were sent out in the mail. Let me see.
I appreciate you and Mrs. Homey so much for continuing to bring awareness about this gentleman because I know you have put many lives on him, but this is the only way to reach out to more and more people.
And we're trying to do the best that we can. Like I said, I'm a small fish in a big ocean, and there are true OG. It's just Suba, um, Auburn. The amount of people that have been around way longer than what
So I just appreciate you guys so much and letting us always chime in. Thank you. Thank you. It's been a blessing having you as an addition to the awareness community. And I'm grateful for you and Mrs. Homey.
Thank you. It is always greatly appreciated, Ryan Ray. Like I said, I greatly appreciate you. You're always welcome in a box.
Thank you. Thank you for having me. And thank you, everyone in the comments.
Anytime, Ryan Ray.
All right. I'll be down here.
You have a blessed evening.
You too. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. So when I say we have receipts on a lot of what we've been talking about, especially the mailing of subs and stuff of that nature, here's a prime example. Here's a prime example of one of the tracking numbers involved with this. Hey, Albert.
Hey, how are you?
Doing good, sir. How's it going?
There was a guy on here. I got real close with him, even though I brought awareness to him. A lot of us did. His name was Eddie Sanchez. He's not here anymore. He got locked up, and he passed away while he was locked up from, a lot of hug use. And a lot of the money that he got came from this app.
Wow.
True Knowledge, I can't hardly watch him because the way he talks, the way he acts, is just like Eddie did. You can go, his account's still up. I got close with his sister, his mother. His father passed away, and he used to use that to get money, but I'm sure his father wouldn't agree with it. These people on here are the cause of why he isn't here anymore. And a lot of them just deleted their account. When you tried to tell them, they acted like they didn't care. They still kept sending you money. And that's the truth on here. Whether you like it or not, when you send somebody money on here, be prepared for the worst and to have that on your conscience. Because if you send them $10 or $20, it don't take much. And some of this stuff has stuff in it that'll just takes a little bit to take you out of here. And be prepared for it. Just like with Yo Girl Brooklyn. She got $20. She didn't come back on the next day. 2 days later, you seen an obituary. It's happened several times on here. These people blindly sending money to strangers that they don't know, they've never met, they have no clue what's going on with them. Could end their life. I've seen it. I've seen it happen. I was there. It upset me. But when Eddie passed away, it really upset me. But this guy is the spitting image of an Eddie, and I'm sure there's plenty more on this app. And what these people don't realize, they're like, well, he don't have anything to eat. He needs his medicine. They don't ask for proof. They don't ask for anything. They just send the money. And when the guy doesn't come back on the next day, they're like, well, have you seen True Knowledge go live? And they're like, well, no, I haven't seen him go live. And then a couple of days later, they see an obituary. Well, guess what they're going to do? Knowing that they sent him money and people got screenshots, they're just going to delete their account. That's what people do on here. They're cowards. And I guess they can sleep at night knowing that they took somebody's life. They were the cause for somebody taking their last breath. And that's the facts.
Very true, Albert.
But y'all go look him up. It's Eddie Sanchez 9301. It's heartbreaking. You'll see him in the hospital most of the time. It's heartbreaking. It really is. And he went from looking like he was a good looking guy. He really was. A nice looking Hispanic man. Nice looking. Probably got all kind of women. And he went to about 60 pounds, man. I don't know if you've looked into him, but that's the past on this app. I know that. But the past always repeats itself no matter where you go.
Very true, Auburn. I haven't looked into him. I'll take a glance, and um, it's sad to see what we're seeing on social media because when we were talking about Miss Carol Edwards, that's a prime example of what's going on TikTok. And I'm pretty sure there's a lot more people doing it on TikTok and other social media apps. But you just, as you said, Auburn, you just don't know. Hey, Rammer Jammer,
Hey, how are y'all?
how's it going?
I've never been in your box before. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I was just going to bring up a few medical points that you showed his feet and his toes and his miraculously grown back leg.
Yeah.
Those black toenails, most of the time it's fungus or trauma that's caused by it. I was trying to look in between the toes to see if maybe that was an injection site for him because he's using up his hands, he's using up his arms. I know this guy, he's not really TikTok savvy. He's a swindler now, but as far as the mechanics of using the app. So I know he's not mirroring his image when we look at him. He is right-handed dominant. All his injection sites, well, most of them, I'd say 80% of them are on the opposite side because you need that right hand to guide you. You know, that's your dominant hand. That's where you're most steady and all. But he claims that he's going to have a tumor removals on his forearm next month. Okay, the dude with no insurance just miraculously keeps getting free surgeries. Those tumors are not tumors. What I see in that area is where most people have vascular or veins at, and those are what you call a blown site. He tried to hit it and he blew those sites and it swelled up like if you're in the hospital and the nurses start an IV and you know your hand blows up real big because the vein is destroyed for a while. I noticed tonight he decided to keep his long sleeves on to keep them covered up because people in the chat are starting to recognize, see it, and comment on it. He's learning things from the chat and what people talk about, and then he starts covering that part up. I can say after watching him for many months that he's been on here, the number one way to get him off of live, and that's kind of the end goal, get him off live and try to stop the people from sending money. If you flood his chat with a bunch of questions, I mean, just type in there, it was a great day today. On the back end, when we see somebody asking for the CA or acting like they may donate, these requests a refund back. This is fraud. This is, you know, which holds a bigger charge than just swindling money out of somebody any other way because it's done through the internet. But I've probably messaged 50, 60 people, and I've gotten maybe 8 to 10 thank yous. I kind of felt something wasn't right, but I felt bad for him. And like Auburn always says, you cannot think with your heart on this app with money. You have to think with your head. You can't be, I mean, be kind to people. No, you don't have to be ugly, but when it comes down to things like this, you have to take the heart part out of it and let your brain take over. Because like Auburn said, I'm gonna reiterate that. I mean, that $10-15, it may not seem like much, but I mean that's a hit for some of these people with their DOC. They may not come back. We've
They
seen
don't
them
get it
not
where
come
they
back.
usually get it from. It's got something in it that, that's
Right,
on you. I couldn't sleep at night if I gave somebody money and I found out they wasn't here the next day.
right. Well,
I don't know about anybody else.
I found a man that had donated him $100 because as soon as I saw that he asked for the Cash App, I started messaging, and he finally messaged me back. And he took it nonchalantly. He was like, $100 is nothing to me. That guy looked like he needed it, so I sent it, and I let him know the deal. I asked him to please request the money back, and then I said, "You never know where that money's going. This guy may not wake up tomorrow, and that will be on you." And then he kind of turned it around and he was like, "Yeah, you're right about that part." So flooding his chat, messaging people does help. But now I can say he was so messed up one day, he turned around and modded me. And I was going through his blocked word list, trying to take blocked words off and unblock good people that I knew that I recognized their names. Well, all of a sudden, I look up in the chat and somebody. So, yes, I did mod for him for about 30, 45 seconds, but I didn't ask for it. And if you ever see me modding for a scammer, I'm unblocking everybody. I'm unblocking all the keywords. I'm the rogue mod. But there was one more point I was going to make. With his medications, he barely knows them. That seizure medicine he keeps saying, I can't say it exactly, but he turned out saying phenobarbital to begin with. That's very, very cheap med, even if he's on it. Now, I don't know if this dude, he either has somebody close to him have this kind of cancer, or he's done so much research online, because the guy's pretty smart when he's not all messed up. I mean, he's one of the worst ones on here, in my opinion, because I don't know anybody on here that either has dealt with cancer or has lost loved ones to cancer. And plus, number one, I mean, it's the right thing to do. We just want the guy to keep living. Yes, he needs help, but we don't want him to not wake up tomorrow because somebody sent him $15.
But let me just tell y'all what this is what's going to happen, and I'm not trying to predict the future, and I'm not trying to act.
He was not as bad as he is right now. Like Auburn said, his addiction disease is progressing very, very quickly. I mean, we've all seen him be online cussing people out, and then the 1 minute he hears that Cash App go off, and then he's perfectly happy. Well, he used to have some type of like stable behavior, but in the beginning, he would answer questions. He wasn't as haughty. He wasn't blaming everything on everybody except, the ex-wife and everybody else that has done him wrong. He's like a professional victim. And we all know a lot of these people on here on asking for money are professional victims in their eyes. I had one more point. Oh, my prediction online, and Auburn can probably back me up or alter it a little bit. People online asking for money, I would say it's somewhere between 85 to 99. 85% of the people asking for money online is to feed some kind of addiction of some sort.
That's true. Whether it be alcohol or anything on the street, that's what you're paying for when you send people money on TikTok. Because they're so desperate to get it, they have no family, no friends to give it to them because they know what they're going to use it for. So just think about that. That's common sense. A lot of people on here do not have common sense. And it's real easy to say, well, why don't this guy have anybody that'll give him, like Amanda, $12? Like, really? Nobody will give you $12? I wonder why. Because they know what you're going to do with it. And it's the same for all these people on here. That is the truth.
Very true, Auburn. And I think it was important to have this live stream tonight because we see two people that are actively going through it on social media and what they're doing on the back end and what they're doing on their live streams. It's crazy. And Auburn has, very, very many valid points because Auburn is very wise and seen a lot since he's been on TikTok. It's just crazy. Somebody's going to end up losing their life to these addictions because people continue to donate on TikTok. They continue to fund their addictions, and you can see people spiraling down out of control right away. And we live in a sick and twisted world where there's some people that do it on purpose. They will donate on purpose to see people continue to spiral, and they like get a kick out of it. Some people see it as entertainment. That's disgusting. That
Yep.
is sick.
You're exactly right. You said that perfectly. That's exactly what they do. They want to watch somebody's downfall. They want to bury somebody. That's what they want to do. There are some sick individuals on here.
It's disgusting. It really is. And then when somebody unalives or passes away, they move on to the next person.
Yep.
They
Yep,
move
they
on to,
change the channel, don't they?
yeah, they just move on to the next person that they see going through the same situation. And
But they'll change their username so you don't notice them from the last person that isn't here anymore.
That's true.
You
And
know
the
the
scammers do too.
the one lady that goes around, she supports a lot of these addicts and stuff on here. Damn, I can't. She's something medicine or something. Emergency medicine. I really do think that she is somebody that supported Eddie and she supported your girl Brooklyn. I promise you she did. I just cannot prove it.
Beth, and she mods for Beth and Devin.
Has the same followers as this other person did that changed their name. I'm telling you because I followed them from a different account. I'm telling you. So that what you just said, Mexican homie, they like to go around and watch it happen. It's true. It's so true. It's 100% true. I
it's
just can't prove it, man. I just can't prove it, or I would.
and it's what we see, Auburn. We if you watch a lot of the people going through something, you just watch it and you see with your own eyes that people get a kick out of this, and to them it's entertaining to see people fall flat on their face, and then when they're no longer here, they're all like, okay, well, on to the next one, you know.
She took it as a blessing. It was a little boy. Um, so left them crying, and you just move on to the next one, and they're still crying. They're still upset. And that's been over a year ago, 2 years ago.
And here's the thing about it too is the families are the ones that are left with having to bury somebody, to pay for funeral expenses, to take care of all of that, and these people that donate nowhere in sight to help, to give money to these family members that don't they done lost a loved one. Go ahead, Aubrey. They done lost a loved one. They stay suffering. They're the ones going through the pain, and these enablers just move on like nothing ever happened.
Well, we did. We had to do a GoFundMe for Eddie because he just got approved for his disability, and he got like a back pay. I think it was like maybe 5-6 grand. He spent that in a matter of 3 weeks. Now he did buy a car for like 1,200, but his sister told me he spent that fast. So that shows you what he was doing. So this True Knowledge guy, he got over 20 grand. Look how fast he spent that. They spend money faster than they get it because they already have got something fronted to them, and they already owe that person. And it's not a pharmacy; it's a street pharmacist.
That's, I just wanted to say, when a creator or a TikToker gets on here and says they have cancer and they don't, it is a slap in the face to those that are fighting the battle every day to stay alive. It's so upsetting. And Rammer, with her knowledge of medicine, and Auburn, with his knowledge of watching all these other creators, y'all need to follow them because they they got it down to a science. They know what these creators are doing, how they're ripping people off, how they're begging, and it all just circles around right after another. But uh, but lying about cancer, and if y'all know me, I've been fighting it for going on 4 years now. Um, I've just moved into hospice, and watching these people get on here and lie. Let me tell you something, people. If cancer has not entered into your life yet, it will. And it's very upsetting to watch these creators, and there's so many of them that get on here and lie about it while we sit at home watching the TikTok for entertainment, run across these creators lying about it. It is a slap in the face to us that fight, that are fighting to live. So y'all need to do something about these liars on here. It becomes upsetting, overwhelming. That's all I wanted to say. But
Thank you, Ms. Burning Bridges. Here's the thing. I know Ms. Burning Bridges says that something needs to be done. There's only so much that we can do. I always and I say this all the time. We could get a lot further by bringing the awareness that needs to be brought. But I'm just a voice behind an account. Uh, this platform belongs to the community. It doesn't belong to me. I'm just the one that hits the live button behind it, but we have the community that I always thank. So as a community, we can do this together and try to slow down what's going on. And that's all we can do. We try to do our part.
Hey, without you, none of this is here. You hear me? Without you, none of this happens. You built this
Yeah,
platform. You brought all these people here. You bring this awareness. You're doing a great job, man. Don't ever say that. But I mean, it is the people. I understand that. But you're the man behind it. So you
and
need to take.
the way I see it, Auburn, is if it wasn't for the community, this platform would not exist because we started with like 20, 25 people when we first started bringing awareness back in January. The community is the one. We try our hardest to do whatever we can.
I'd like to add one more thing, Mr. Homie, before I go. Um, y'all guys, if you can get your hands on Narcan, it's very easy to use if they give you the intranasal, and I'm sure you can Google how to get free Narcan because this is a nationwide, worldwide problem. If you can get a hold of Narcan, put it in your purse. Keep it for somebody that you may just come across in the Walmart parking lot that has fallen down, knotted out, and is not breathing or responding. You can help save sites that you can get free Narcan at without a prescription or anything. But it does save lives, and it's a good thing to keep in your glove box or your purse.
That's a very great point, Rammer Jammer. Great point. Um, I want to thank Rammer Jammer, Auburn, for all the amazing work. Barry's, Ryan Ray. Um, there's so many people in the awareness community. I want to thank everybody and keep up the great work. Uh, like I said, I have a lot of respect for Auburn because the OG of OGs. So, and I have a lot of respect for everybody in the awareness community. So, I just
Thank you. I appreciate you, man. You know, I'm serious. There's nobody else really doing this besides Penny Ferry. Like, I don't have time to do it. And people hate me on here. I've covered so many of them. They wait till I make an account. They wait till I make videos. That's why you see the videos that I make are not really of anybody, because if I do that, I'm down. And I got tired of losing accounts. But what you're doing on here is great, man. It really is. Like you just said, oh, you went from 25 people in your live. Now look at you. You at the top.
thank you, Auburn. Greatly appreciated. Thank you, Rammer Jammer. Yous are amazing, and yous are
One more
all.
thing, Mr. Homie, I see a lot of people in the Walgreens or health departments. I've seen it
True Knowledge. Now we're going to move into the final phase of the live stream, everybody. Truth About You, are you here? I need to see if Truth About You is here because we're going to move on to the next aspect of this. It was. No, I am not the Auburn. Auburn, I believe, is the first awareness person on TikTok. I'm pretty sure of it. But yeah, I think Auburn is the very first one bringing awareness. Let me see. Somebody requested a box before we move on to the one of the first. Okay, Auburn. One of the first. Yes. Okay. Hello.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Hey, I requested a little bit ago and I took myself out. This type of thing gives me bad anxiety. 600 people in here can hear me. But in community, I see it like that also. And I wanted to say something about the part of the community of people that have lost people that they really care about to this type of thing. Now, whenever I was 23 years old, my baby was only 11 months old. I found my best friend, which is also my mother. And trigger warning, I'm sorry guys, but I was hospitalized twice because of PTSD. So it's not just the lives of the people that are going through it, it's also the people that are caring about them. And that's all I really wanted to say.
Thank you. I'm tired.
Thank you so much for letting me up.
Anytime.
Bye.
So a lot of people get affected by what's going on, and I wish the best of luck to anybody going through it. Anybody going through active addiction. You can recover. For the ones that know somebody that's going through it, pray for them, and hopefully they get through it and battle it and make a brighter future for themselves. So I pray for anybody that's going through active addiction, or if you know somebody going through active addiction, sending my prayers. Me and Mrs. Homie send prayers your way, and just hope for the best. Just hope for the best, everybody. Now, okay, all right. So I'm gonna move on to the final phase of this. I was waiting for Truth About You regarding, and I don't have a picture for our final phase of this, so I'm just gonna put up just a standard background. So let me get into this. We had a live stream about a week ago, and it was regarding somebody that was trying to be part of the awareness community, and unfortunately, things took a turn that was very, very crazy. And I'm about to pull receipts. Couldn't find out a lot of this individual had a lot of money sent on the back end to her, and I'm grabbing my receipts, everybody. And Mama Lena did come and get in a box the following day. The following day, if you don't know who Mama Lena is, she was trying to get into awareness. Yeah, Ryan Ray, Miss Homie says she's not feeling well. Hey, Queen of Blessings. That Truth About You is not feeling too good. So I'll go ahead and get this going. Yeah, I got a lot of information on the Drama Twins. I already do. So let me get into this. Truth About You was able to put receipts together for everybody that was sending money. And let me go through these. I just want to. All right, I'm going to start showing receipts. I'm going to start going through receipts. So this is from one individual alone, and this is regarding Mama Lena. Let me say this before I get into all these receipts. So after last week's live stream, Mama Lena has been going off of social media. She's been calling people. She's been calling people that she took advantage of money and stuff of that nature. Not right now, HOA. She's been going after what we call the victims, messaging them, calling them. She's even went as far as contacting Truth About You's mother. That's going a little too far. How are you going to be calling somebody's mother that has nothing to do with, we're covering Mama Lena. How are you going to call somebody's mother that has nothing to do with anything? Because Mama Lena didn't like the fact that she was called out. She decided to call Truth About You's mom yesterday. You know how ridiculous this is? Calling people's mothers. Yeah, I was about to get into that, Miss Homie. Not only is she calling Truth About You's mother, Mama Lena is starting to dox some of the victims' information behind the scenes as well. That's what Mama Lena is doing. She is doxing some of the victims' information to other people behind the scenes. She's making TikTok accounts. She made a whole TikTok account. Yeah, Auburn. She made a whole TikTok account with Truth About You's address. A whole TikTok account, and had the audacity to include Truth About You's address on that account with her address numbers. Yeah. You know how ridiculous that is? And she claimed to be awareness at one point. The reason, my opinion, Auburn, it's crazy work. The reason, in my opinion, why she got into awareness was that way she could pull what she was pulling behind the scenes. Yeah, there is a lot that play both sides, Auburn, and it's crazy work. Let's go through some of these receipts. But she's taking it way too far. She is taking it way too far. Yeah, to learn the trick of the trades. Learn the tricks of the trade, right? Let's go through some of the receipts. And we did find 4 cash apps. We did locate 4 different cash apps that she was using. Let me throw that out there. 4 of them. 4 cash apps that she was utilizing. So there's 50. There's 20. Amazon wish list orders. And I'm slowly just going through this, everybody. I want to make sure that if I see something, I'm scrolling away from it right away. Oh. I knew I was going to come across something. Hold on. Give me 1 second. I want to make sure that I'm not putting no addresses out there. See, good thing I hid that. Good thing. Okay. There's a reason why I'm scrolling very slowly, because I'm not going to put addresses out there. This is from one person. Okay, that's one person's. That's one person. Give me 1 second. Let me move on to the next set of receipts. Yeah, Mama Clark. Everything was supposed to be redacted, but it will not show full credit card information. All right, here's another set of receipts, and I'll be very, very careful, everybody. Or hold on. Let me look at these real quick. Give me a few seconds while I hold on. Okay, all this has been redacted. Okay, what I'm about to show has been redacted. All right, let's get into it. All right, let's do this. So this is from one individual. This is from a second person that she was taken advantage of. If you look at the dollar amounts, it is crazy. I believe it was over $3,000. And we'll get to the dollar amount, everybody. We will get to the dollar amount. Oh, just in Cash Apps, $1,960 from one person. From Miss Homie, was it July or June? It was either June or July of this year till Halloween. 1,960 just in Cash Apps from June or July all the way till Halloween of this year. June? Okay. Double checking. That does not include Amazon wish list orders. Does not include that. And this has been redacted. Information has been redacted. So don't come for me. Information has been redacted. So we're talking about Mama Lena. So I'm going through receipts, everybody. These are Amazon wish list orders. There's no addresses included. There are no addresses included. And before somebody comes for me and says, well, you showed her name on her CA, she put that information out there on her own. We're talking about Mama Lena. All that information is tied into her Cash App. So don't come for me. That pops up as soon as you are receiving Cash Apps. I'm throwing it out there. Grocery orders. She was getting grocery orders. You have to remember. Please remember, she gets food stamps. She gets food stamps, but she was still asking for grocery orders through Amazon. Let's not forget that. Let me just move to this. Okay, I'll just move to that. And I'm scrolling through this. I don't know. TikTok has gone bananas. This is what we're dealing with on TikTok. It is never ending, and this is from one individual only. One individual. Mama Lena came and got in a box the day after the live stream, the following morning, and got in a box and said, the majority of these things I did not ask for. We said, that is wild work. That is crazy to come in a box and say, I didn't ask for the majority. No. She knew what she was doing. She knew what she was doing. I'm going to leave it at that. She knew exactly what she was doing. It is. It's an Amazon wish list. Yeah, still accepted it. Send everything back. That's exactly what was told to Mama Lena. Send it back. Send it back. But people will always try to spin the narrative. They will try to spin the narrative and say, I didn't ask for all. It's on the Amazon wish list that you put together. This is one of the things right here that when I say this is not a necessity, and I told Mama Lena, this is not a necessity. You already have a refrigerator with the freezer that's built into the refrigerator. But you have a freezer on your Amazon wish list. You already have one that's built into your fridge. But you want another one. What did she say? I did not ask for the freezer. That's what Mama Lena said. I did not ask for the freezer. And Miss Homie's right. Somebody had to be home to receive this freezer. Mrs. Homie's right. Somebody had to be there to receive this thing. And she could have sent it back. They would have refunded the money. She could have sent it back. They would have refunded this young lady her money back. This is what we're talking about. Baby shampoo. More baby shampoo. And you can see this was this year. Auburn's all like, they ain't getting nothing past Tommy. Here's the thing. It takes a community, as I was saying a bit ago, it takes a community to make things happen. It really does. And I'll continue to say it. A blouse. This is Mama Lena. This is Mama Lena. Needed a blouse. Oh my goodness. All right. Hey,
Next
Mama.
and homie.
I'm here, Mama Lena. You knew
This
that.
is not a wish list. This is stuff ordered off her account. If you look at the top of the screen, it comes from her account. I have the proof that this was not a wish list. This was everything that was ordered that you're showing is not a wish list. The only thing that is on a wish list was the stuff for Freshies. And I have the receipts.
You came on here and let us know it was your wish list. And just because Truth ain't here, we still have all your receipts. Not only that, you're going behind the scenes and doxing people's addresses.
I didn't dox nobody's address but mine.
I'm talking, Mama Lena. Slow down. You don't treat victims like that. Then for you to call someone's mama? Really?
I never called nobody. I've been
We
off
have
the
the
out.
recordings and we have everything we need. You
I
know
have
you don't
only-
put nothing out there unless it's true. And don't forget, you waited to message him till after the first live when you were sitting here watching it. Then you thought you were in good spirits because, oh, I started to pay her back. I sent her $20. When you screw somebody, you screw somebody. And you continuously do it. You don't have a TikTok account, but you sure have one to come back. You sure have one to get in a box.
I don't even know who Truth's mama is, first off. Second of all, this was not a wish list. This is stuff that she ordered and had it sent to my house. I have the text messages. And the only person that I doxed off of this app was myself. The screenshots that I sent to 2 people was my address, nobody else's.
Oh, Truth About You is here. Truth, get in the box, please.
I don't know your mama's name, Truth.
Give it, Truth About You. Oh,
And I can print out my phone bill at any point in given time. I don't know who your mama is or what her name is.
hold on. We have people coming up. Well, we have people coming up, Mama Lena.
Don't run.
Ashley,
Lena, why are you lying?
How did I dox you, Ashley?
I'm not Ashley. I'm Truth.
And Ashley is
Truth,
going to.
I didn't call your mama. I would never do no such thing to
Yeah,
you
you did.
like
So
that.
you didn't call my mama and tell her that I'm on the app messing with people's mental health and exposing them for scamming people?
No, I did not.
Really? So the screenshots when you exploited me for having cancer, you didn't have my mama's information on there because I seen it when you wanted to exploit me and my husband.
No, I do not
You
have
a
your
damn
mama's
lie, Lena.
information.
You a
I
damn
don't even
lie.
know what your mama name is.
Well, I'm gonna tell you this. It don't matter what her name is. Call my mama one more time.
I never called her.
Ooh, Ashley, you said that she doxed you as well.
Yes, someone messaged me that she messaged them on the back end and was sending them our full government name with our Cash App receipts.
I sent cash out receipts. That was it.
But you're sending my whole full government name to people I don't even know.
And she did the same to me, Mexican homie.
Well,
I
that
have
was
the
my
proof.
mistake. I did send cash out receipts. Yes, that I did do that.
Yeah, so now you're saying it was a mistake that you included.
Well, I didn't realize that their full government name was on there.
Mama Lena, do you not see how wrong this is on your part? You know
I take accountability for that. But what's not fair is for them to sit there and say that everything that you're showing is off of an Amazon wish list when they know, and I have the freaking text messages from day one. Half of that stuff was sent to my house. I couldn't send it back. There's no way to send something back if you do not have a gift number or anything when it was ordered off her Amazon.
You can return anything from Amazon. They give you a barcode.
You cannot return anything to Amazon
Yes,
if the
you can.
barcode is not in the box.
Mama
You
Lena,
cannot.
So, Mama Lena, you just got in the box and you said, I did not dox nobody. But then all of a sudden, Ashley
If they're
explained.
talking about the cash chat, well, I mean, they're sending out receipts anyway. Make sure they send all the receipts.
But you gave full government names included with that, Mama Lena.
And y'all can let Amy know I sent her $20 for the $40 of the molds. I will send her 20 more, and I will see her in court.
For the
I will see her in court because she's not fixing to turn this around on me.
Deflecting
She's
and
not.
gaslighting and victim shaming. You're disgusting.
Well, she can say whatever she wants to.
What? Miss Amy's the one that sent you $1,960 in cash apps.
That Mexican homie, you're not getting the whole story. You're only going by these few people.
Hold on.
That is mad because I brought somebody back in the picture.
Hold on, Mama Lena. Let me grab this. It was $1,960 in total cash apps. Total cash apps. Right here. I got it. Say less. Hold on, Mama Lena. This is from Miss Amy. Right here.
Yes, I understand what you're saying, Mexican homie.
Well, you just said $1,300, and then you sent $20.
Whenever you are supposedly close to someone as like a real friend, I looked up to her as a mother figure. I vented to her. You know, we had a lot of fucking conversations, and they're mad because I spoke back to somebody else, and I did fuck her over this past week, and I admitted my wrong. But for them to get mad and then try to throw everything in my face from day one is not okay.
But you thought it was okay to drag me for having cancer.
In truth, you sit here, you collect money on the back end just like I did. You sit here and you collect $500.
No, Lena, I didn't ask for no money, and you showed receipts that weren't even the actual receipts.
I have text messages don't lie.
Yeah, whenever you're missing text messages, they do lie, Lena. You
Well,
sat
tell
there
me
with
which
that
ones
lady.
you want.
I'm talking. You sat there with that lady in the box that said she never asked me for nothing. She never did this. She never did that. And you still proceeded because you're a disgusting person who didn't want to be exposed.
So why didn't you send Sean her money back?
I didn't ask for it.
Why? Well, some of that stuff that Amy sent, I didn't ask for.
Let me ask this.
Cancer and blouses. Sounds reasonable, Lena.
Did I ask for that blouse?
Let me ask this. The Sean that you're talking about, is that the one that lied about being a physician?
She impersonated being a doctor for 26 years. Yes.
But you still claim awareness, but still collect money on the back end.
I didn't ask for anything to go towards my deductible for my cancer.
Well, then you should have sent it back, just like I should have sent it back. You should have sent it back too.
Oh my goodness. Let me say this, and I'm going to be very, now Mama Lena, you're leaning towards that you're going to sue Miss Amy, right?
No, I didn't say I was suing her. I said I will pay her back for the things that I did ask for, and that is all that she's getting from me. I said I'll see you in court.
Oh, this is...
If she wants to take me to court, go right ahead. I have nothing to hide. I have all text messages.
But Mama Lena, you try to say 13.
Just like when she first came into my life and she sent me a random ass $200 cash out. Guess what I did? I turned around and sent $50 to another single mom for her children. I could have kept the whole $200 for myself, but no. I've sent people on this app money my damn self.
Now, let me say, we talked about this last time, Mama Lena, about when you collected money for after the hurricane and all.
I didn't collect money for the hurricane for Amy. I can FaceTime somebody and show my whole fucking cash out. I've never collected a dime for Amy. Never. And that's on my mama's grave. Ever. Show proof that I collected money for her.
How are we going to show your cash app at this point, Mama Lena?
Just like I said, somebody can FaceTime me and I will show my whole fucking cash out.
Oh, this is wild.
My whole cash out, Mexican homie.
But you were taking money from Amy knowing she was a hurricane victim. You should be ashamed.
And like I said, Ashley, I was wrong for taking that money from her Monday. I was wrong. And I admitted that I was wrong.
Mama Lena, remember last time I told you, every time you received the cash app, You
Send it
made
back.
him send it back, right?
Yeah, you're right.
Hold on. Let me do this, Mama Lena. Let me do this. So
And
every
I've
time,
I've
every
sent her that $50 for that baby girl's hair. If you scroll up, it shows it right there, Mexican on me.
but hold on, Mama Lena. So every time you receive one of these cash apps, yeah, there's the 50 that you're talking about. But look, when you receive 200, then you receive 50. You sent 50 back. Then you receive 200. Then you received another 200. Then you receive 10. Then another 50. Then 20. Then 100. Hold on. Hold on. Let me see. Jesus. I got so many receipts. And I'm gonna man, the amount of receipts is so every time you received a cash app, you're telling me you couldn't have sent that money back.
I could have, Mexican homie. You're right, I could have. But let me ask you a question, Mexican homie. If I was a dry beggar in September, okay, if I was a so-called dry beggar, why does she keep giving?
Why did you keep taking?
She said why she kept giving. She got in a box. She said she thought she was helping you and your kids. She did not want to see your kids going without. That was her response. We all heard it. We were all
And I have the proof, Miss Homie. Monday,
Because
I
she
told
thought you were
her
her friend, and then you went behind her back talking all that crap.
because she lied to me. Do friends lie to each other?
Do friends take money from each other
Do
and
friends
use
talk
them?
shit about each other?
And let me say this. At this point, Mama Lena, I'm going to call it for what it is. Manipulation tactics go a long way. You might see it differently. You might, the way you see it is a whole different perspective. And we talked about it last time. And I'm being very, very cordial and nice about this. That's a lot of money, no matter what. And that was from June up until Halloween of this year. And it is manipulation tactics, whether you see it that way or not, Mama Lena. That's exactly what it is. People know how to say the right things. People know how to talk to people in a certain way, in a certain demeanor, and people feel bad. We see it all the time with so many beggars and dry beggars and scammers on TikTok. We see it on a daily basis, and you said you're going to pay the money back, but then all of a sudden
Why should I, Mexican homie, is the thing, because they're only giving you half of the story. They're not telling you the full story. And then you have another awareness creator doing the same thing on the back end, and no one is, they're like okay with that.
But Sean got up in that box and said that Truth never asked for it.
And how many times did Amy tell y'all that I never asked for it? Be honest, Jen. Be honest. How many times did Amy tell y'all that I never asked for nothing?
Well, first off, I didn't know you was getting all that on the back end, Lena.
Neither did I.
I told y'all every time Amy helped me. And then I also, have y'all asked her for the receipts that I sent to her for what I purchased with that money? Every money that she has sent, have y'all asked her for those receipts? Because I have them. And every single time, I don't know why you send me proof. I don't need proof. I don't want the money back.
Mama Lena, why didn't you send him an email? Because you sent an email.
The only thing you sent me. Hold on. The only thing
I only sent y'all Queen Heather because Jazzy sat up here and said that Queen Heather gave me $8,000. She's out her rabbit ass mind. Queen Heather has never gave me no fucking $8,000. Never.
That's not what I asked.
And here's my question.
And my thing is, if I send them to y'all, y'all do nothing but go back to Truth and tell her everything when it's none of her business. Just like when I sent Amy that $20. Here
like
goes Truth calling me or messaging me about it.
Okay, hold on. Wait,
Messaging people on the back end too, Lena, and telling them all our
Ashley,
business.
wait.
Truth, did you send that screenshot to him that I sent you earlier?
And I also sent Queen Heather's
Can you
messages to
shut
her
up? I'm
email.
not talking to you.
Okay, hold on.
Queen.
We're not
I
going to
mean
do
Truth.
this. Hold
Did
on, we're
you
not going to
see
do
that
this.
did my
Yes, I got it.
Mr.
Jazzy Poo,
Yes.
give me one
Okay.
second,
Can
everybody.
you look at that for me and match that up? Because people done actually done confirmed that that's the number. So therefore, I'm not lying about what she said. So
So,
therefore, people
I have the
lying and
cash
saying that she
out.
never
Cash
texted
out
me.
doesn't
okay,
lie,
hold on, hold
Jazzy.
on. Hold on. We're going to do this one person at a time. We're not going to get all crazy up here because this is not how we conduct ourselves on this platform. Everybody's screaming over everybody. We're not going to do this. We're going to do this one box at a time, and we're not going to get all crazy in these boxes. We're going to
Okay.
keep this. We're going to keep this very respectable over here. We don't do it like this. So let me grab this because I have several emails. Just bear with me
Okay.
and
It's
let me
from
do
today,
this.
Mexican homie.
That's all I'm all like. We're going to do this very cordial, everybody, because we're not going to get nowhere by screaming over each other because it's not going to work that way. Oh, I'm telling you. And I don't think you sent that one today.
No, I didn't. Truth, I sent it to Truth. She said she was going to send it to you because of my I got that they said that I never talked to her. She never texted me. She never did none of that. I don't have to lie about nobody texting me
I'm not
Okay.
because
going to
she
send
texted
homie
me
the
first.
phone number because that would be me doxing Queen Heather. Queen Heather's in here, and if she wants to come up and speak for herself, that would be more than fine.
Okay, that's
Yeah,
fine.
if she wants to come up here, then I'm going to bring her up here. Jazzy, I'm going to hold on. Let me see. Hold on. Let me see this. I want to see who's requesting. Okay, I don't have Queen Heather requesting. Okay, Jazzy Poo, I'm going to drop you down in case Queen Heather wants to get in the box. Okay.
Okay, that's fine. But I have
Okay.
proof of the screenshots of her texting me.
Okay, Jazzy.
Mexican homie, did you get the screenshot of the total cash out from Queen Heather and the dates? And I only have one cash out, and Travis has one cash out. I don't have multiple.
We found four, Mama Lena.
Those are not mine, and I can verify that. Those are not mine. I have one cash out card and one cash out. Verified with my identity.
Okay, so regarding this whole Queen Heather situation, unless I get her side, unless I get her in a box, I'm not even gonna get into that Queen Heather because something is going on that she doesn't want to get in a box for some odd reason. I don't know.
I
But
don't know either, but I mean, I've been
Mama
knowing
Lena,
Queen Heather for a long time, so
with you messaging people on the back end, let me ask you this.
I messaged two people,
Oh, okay. Well,
and
you
I
said
can
you
tell you
messaged.
exactly who I messaged.
Okay. Um, with you messaging, because you say two, okay, you're going to say two. With you messaging people or calling people on the back end, and people that
And they're not victims. I've never accepted anything from these people. They've never done nothing for me. Nothing.
have you not put the fear into several people, maybe a few that you're going to end up doxing their information as well?
I haven't. Now, the cash apps, yes. As far as Ashley and Jen, yes.
So you did. You just admitted that
Yes, the
that
cash
you put
apps,
the
yes.
fear into some people.
But
Just
as far as that, I have not
that,
doxed no
that's
addresses, no phone numbers. I have not called people's family. I haven't been doing anything, nothing, but focusing on me and doing better for myself.
oh my goodness. All right, Mama Lena. Thank you for coming and getting in a box. Right now, at this point, I am. This is a lot, and I wanted to talk about this. This is craziness, based on what you just said.
My thing is, how they're sitting here saying that I caused Truth's mother. Prove it. Show them that I called your mother because I didn't. And that is on my mama's grave. I would never do that, Truth. Never.
Okay, what about the truth account that got made with
I don't know who that is. I can screenshot my laptop and my phone. Those are the only two devices that has TikTok. I have deactivated every account, and I've put valid emails with every one of my fake accounts to deactivate them.
All right, Mama Lena. Thank you for coming and getting in the box.
Wait. This would have been done last time. But Mama Lena, when you went to your supposed friends and shared what you shared and these people were scared of being doxxed, it's going to keep going. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Nobody has helped me other than the people on this panel and Amy.
I'm not saying helping. I'm saying the shit that you shared to somebody that had nothing to do with this. It's just continuously going. That's what you don't understand. When you shit's done, drop it. We're adults.
Hell, I've been done with it, Miss Homie.
Okay.
I was just coming in here to let Mexican Homie know that stuff that he was showing was not a wish list. I did not create that wish list.
Okay, Mama Lena. You have a blessed evening because I'm going to be closing this out here shortly. Have a good night. And I'm about to close this thing out for the
You
night.
too.
Have a good night. Oh, my goodness. Let me say this. And this is what just threw me off. This is what just threw me off real quick when I asked her by her messaging people or calling people on the back end and putting the fear into them. That's why there's people that do not want to come forward. And she admitted to it. She said yes. And I could re-download. I could download the live stream after we're done and play it. And I could play it for everybody and be all like, hey, this is what you said. Because somebody recorded this. Somebody recorded this. And it's gonna be out tomorrow. So, Mama Lena, listen to what you said. KK's gonna have the recording out there on YouTube. There's plenty of people that have recorded this. Mama Lena, go back and listen to what you said when I asked you those questions. Just go back because you know what? This is craziness.
Can you stop giving people money on TikTok? Not everybody is your friend. Not everybody loves you. Not everybody wants to feed your kids. When shit hits the fan, they turn on each other. For the creators, if you're collecting money on the back end, then you're just as bad as the beggars. Stop the shit. That's it. Stop it.
All right, Miss Homie. All right, Ashley, wait, truth about you. It's me, Jen. I want to thank you for getting in the box. This has been a wild day. This has been beyond wild. I want to thank all you young ladies for getting in the box because this has been crazy.
Thank you, Mexican Homie, for letting me up. I appreciate it.
Thank you. Thank you for having us.
You're welcome, everybody. Everybody.
Have a good night.
You just have a good night, everybody in the boxes. Look, here's the thing about everything. When shit hits the fan, this is what happens. This is exactly what happens. Things get put out there. Things get put out there. And collecting money on the back end or whatever it is, Mommy Chula, you missed the whole thing. The videos will be out. Shit like this always happens. Don't collect money on the back end. Don't have Amazon wish list. Don't do none of that. If you're going to bring awareness, especially, or try to get into awareness, don't do it. Just don't do it. Because this is exactly the type of shit that happens. And quit. Quit sending money to people on TikTok. Just stop it. Stop sending money on TikTok because this is craziness. I can't believe. I don't even know why I'm having this discussion.
Bluetooth device is ready to pair.
With that being said, everybody,
Bluetooth mode. Paired successfully.
Let me throw this out there. The holidays are here. For the ones that are still here, the holidays are here. What does that mean for us, for me and Mrs. Homie and our family? Because we have little ones. We have teenagers and we have grown children. Now that the holidays are here, we're taking a vacation. We're taking a vacation. You will not see us unless it's like an emergency that something happens. We'll see everybody after the holidays because I'm not letting these beggars, scammers, or dry beggars ruin the holidays. I'm not going to be stressed out about the beggars, the scammers. I am going to spend time with my family. And that's what I'm going to focus on till after the holidays. So with that being said, I'm getting out of here. I've had enough out of this nonsense on TikTok. Everybody enjoy your holidays. Enjoy your holidays. I am serious. Spend time with your family, your friends, and your loved ones. Because TikTok has gone bananas. Happy holidays, everybody. You'll only see me back on if there's like an emergency or something happens. But with that being said, have a good night. Have a blessed evening, everybody. And be careful on these TikTok streets because we've had enough. We're out of here, everybody. I got an outro song and we are out of here.